This is not just another video. This is a line in the sand. 10 minutes from now, you will either remember today as the day your life changed forever, or the day you almost did something incredible and didn't. No excuses. No distractions. This is the moment you stop being a spectator and start becoming the story. You feel it, don't you? That nagging whisper in the back of your mind. That you were meant for more. That life is slipping through your fingers. And worst of all, you're not living up to your potential. You scroll. You consume. You wait. For what? The perfect moment? The right motivation? Let me break it to you, that moment is never coming. Because you are the moment. Everything you need is already inside you. Let's talk about pain. You were taught to avoid it. To numb it. To fear it. But what if I told you, your pain is power in disguise? Every champion you've ever admired was forged in fire. Not comfort. Not ease. Not privilege. They were built in silence, when no one was watching. They got up early. They went again when their legs were shaking. They failed harder than most ever even tried. You want success? Then stop flirting with greatness and start committing to it. That means doing it tired. Doing it scared. Doing it alone. Because consistency beats talent. Every single time. You say you want it, but you keep giving yourself options. Burn the bridges. Destroy the plan B. If you want to succeed like your life depends on it, then live like there's no other way. This is your wake-up call. You don't get unlimited chances. Time doesn't care about your excuses. The world doesn't reward intentions. It rewards execution. And you? You're not too late. You're not too old. You're not too broken. You're just one decision away from your breakthrough. You've survived days you thought would break you. You've buried parts of yourself in silence, and no one even noticed. You're still here. And that means one thing, you've still got fight left. But let me tell you something they don't teach in school. Pain is your GPS. It points directly to where you're supposed to grow. At 19, Marcus tore every ligament in his knee. Dreams of becoming a pro athlete, gone. Doctors said he'd walk with a limp. His coach said he was done. But Marcus didn't listen. He watched every game from the stands. Then, when no one believed in him, he believed in himself. While others slept, he trained. While others doubted, he dialed in. 1 year later, he sprinted back onto that field. Not just healed, transformed. He didn't just play again, he dominated. Because when the world counts you out, you've got two options. Fold, or fight. Some of you aren't lazy. You're just tired of fighting invisible battles. The pressure to be perfect. The weight of expectations. The silent war inside your mind. You don't need to give up, you need to recalibrate. Rest is not weakness. But staying in the pit too long? That is. You don't need motivation. You need momentum. Sarah failed her college entrance exams, twice. Her friends moved on. Her family stopped asking. But Sarah made a decision most never make. She turned failure into fuel. She didn't lower the goal, she raised her standards. She cut out distractions. Studied until the sunrise. Took the exam again, and again, until she crushed it. Failure isn't your finish line. It's your starting gun. You want freedom? Then stop avoiding discipline. Because you'll either feel the pain of growth, or the pain of regret. Success isn't about motivation. It's about becoming the type of person who does it even when they don't feel like it. Your emotions don't run the show, your values do. You're standing at a crossroads. One road leads to comfort, mediocrity, and regret. The other leads to resistance, risk, and greatness. This is the part where most people quit. But not you. You didn't come this far just to come this far. Breathe in the pain. Breathe out the doubt. You're just getting started. At some point in life, you'll outgrow who you used to be. The habits. The mindset. The people. Growth doesn't just mean doing more, it means becoming different. You were not born to stay the same. You were born to evolve. And evolution requires elimination. Jacob was making 6 figures by 25. Then, bad investment, wrong partner, one lawsuit. He lost everything. But in the ashes of failure, he found something most never do. Clarity. He rebuilt it all from zero. Not just the money, but the man. You don't need a restart. You need a rebirth. The modern world is designed to distract you. Your attention is the most valuable currency on the planet. And every second you scroll, someone else gets richer, while you get weaker. Focus is the new superpower. If you can sit in a room and lock in for 90 minutes, you'll be 1% of the 1%. Train your focus like your future depends on it. Because it does. Your mind is a battlefield. Every day you're fighting limiting beliefs. Doubt. Distraction. Despair. But here's the truth, your thoughts are not facts. You are not your fears. You are not your failures. You are the force that overcomes them. Every time you repeat, "I'm not good enough," your brain obeys. But when you say, "I will win, or die trying," your brain rewires. And suddenly, the impossible becomes inevitable. You're always waiting. For Monday. For January. For permission. But there's only one moment that matters. This one. You will never be more ready than you are right now. So stop hesitating. Stop doubting. Stop waiting for signs. You are the sign. This is the moment that defines the rest of your life. Don't waste it. Comfort is a liar. It promises peace, but delivers regret. It offers rest, but steals progress. You weren't built for easy. You were built to grow. And growth only lives outside your comfort zone. You don't rise when it's convenient. You rise when it's necessary. And right now, it is. The body is the gateway to the mind. You train the body, and the mind obeys. Your excuses are weak. You're not tired, you're untrained. You're not lazy, you're undisciplined. Sweat teaches you something no book can. That you can endure more than you ever imagined. Jason was 310 pounds. Depressed. Addicted to sugar and scrolling. He couldn't walk upstairs without wheezing. His doctor gave him a warning, change now, or die young. He started with 10 minutes a day. Then 20. Water instead of soda. 1 rep, 1 walk. 1 decision at a time. 1 year later, he's unrecognizable. Not just physically, but mentally. Because when you stop betraying your body, you reclaim your mind. You want power? Then master the hardest person on earth to control, yourself. Your impulses. Your reactions. Your emotions. Every time you choose peace over ego. Growth over comfort. You level up. Don't just chase power. Become it. Right now, your life is being shaped by a war. Pleasure versus purpose. One gives you cheap dopamine. Likes. Junk food. Comfort shows. The other gives you legacy. Grit. Vision. Long nights and lonely mornings. Pleasure will lie to you. Purpose will test you. But purpose? Purpose will save you. If you want the life 99% of people never get, you must be willing to do what 99% never will. Who you were is not who you have to be. The past is not a prison. It's a platform. If you choose to climb. Most people keep reliving the same year, over and over again. Not because they're stuck, but because they're afraid to let go. But you're not most people. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Identity is not found. It's forged. In routines. Representatives' rituals. Not once. Not sometimes. But daily. Discipline is doing the boring thing, long enough for it to become beautiful. When the reps become reflex, you become reborn. He was born Deshaun, but everyone knew him as failure. Failing grades. Failing habits. Failing belief. So one day, he changed it. Not legally, but mentally. He stopped answering to his old self. Woke up every day and asked, what would a winner do? 4 years later, he walked the stage as class valedictorian. Not because he was special, but because he stopped waiting to be, and became it. Winners don't have more time. They just use it differently. Here's how they think. Morning equals momentum. Pain equals payment for progress. Delayed gratification equals real power. Failure equals feedback. Time equals currency. They guard their mind like a fortress. They treat energy like gold. They say no more than yes, because success is subtraction. They don't hope to become great. They train for it. Imagine this. You walk past the mirror and barely recognize yourself. Not because you're fake, but because you've shed the weak version of you. Your old self would never wake up at 4 a.m. Your old self would have quit after the first failure. Your old self would be scrolling right now. But you're not them anymore. You've changed. You've transformed. And transformation is permanent. When you earn it. Every hero has a moment when they fall. When the light disappears. When nobody claps. And silence becomes the soundtrack of their life. It's not a movie. There's no dramatic music. Just you, and your own doubt staring you down. This is the moment most people quit. But this is also the moment where warriors are born. Tyrese built a team. Trusted them. Grew a 7-figure company. Until one day, emails started bouncing. Passwords changed. His COO, his best friend, emptied the accounts. Left him with lawsuits, debt, and humiliation. For 6 months, he couldn't get out of bed. Until one night, he said to himself, no one is coming. But I'm still breathing. And while I'm breathing, I'm not done. 5 years later, he rebuilt everything. Alone. Better. Unshakable. Pressure doesn't just break you, it reveals you. Are you the person who folds when it gets hard? Or the one who sharpens their blade in the fire? There will be moments when you cry alone. When you scream in silence. When nobody sees the work. That's when the real you emerges. And if you can survive that, you'll never doubt your power again. That pain you felt? That betrayal? That failure? It wasn't random. It wasn't meaningless. It was the universe preparing you. You weren't buried. You were being planted. So you could rise stronger than ever. Every scar is sacred. Every tear is fuel. Your story is not over. It's just getting started. This is the part of your life they'll talk about. The moment when everything was against you. And you chose to fight anyway. No spotlight. No audience. Just you and a decision. Give up, or go all in. This is your turning point. Not because it's easy. But because you're done losing. Done hiding. Done being average. This is where the story changes. Because you changed. There's a version of you that doesn't flinch. Doesn't break. Doesn't beg. That version? That's beast mode. Beast mode isn't a mood. It's a decision. A commitment to become so unstoppable that quitting becomes a joke. You don't wait to be motivated. You move like your future depends on it. Because it does. Motivation gets you going. Discipline keeps you growing. Discipline is choosing what matters most over what feels good now. It's armor. Against distractions. Against emotions. Against weakness. And once you taste what discipline delivers, you'll never settle for dopamine again. You've survived long enough. Now it's time to build. This isn't about making it through the day. This is about making your life mean something. Legacy isn't built with words. It's built with sacrifice. With actions repeated so often, they become your fingerprint on the world. Ask yourself this. Will the world feel that I was here? If the answer is no, then your work's not done. Champions don't guess. They operate by code. Here are the rules of the elite. Locked Rule 1, wake up early, beat the world before it wakes up. Locked Rule 2, one hard thing daily, seek pain. Embrace it. Locked Rule 3, guard your input, no garbage in equals no weakness out. Locked Rule 4, delay pleasure, eat last. Train hardest. Wait longest. Locked Rule 5, review every night, audit your actions. Own your failures. If your life feels chaotic, it's not fate, it's your lack of structure. Get your system right, and everything else will follow. When life hits you next time, and it will, you won't panic. You won't cry. You'll smile. Because you've become unbreakable. You'll look adversity in the eye and whisper, I've been through worse. This isn't motivation. This is transformation. You're no longer the person who needs hope. You've become the hope. The world is starving. Starving for leaders. Starving for examples. Starving for someone to stand up and say, follow me. I'll show you how it's done. And if not you, then who? If not now, then when? You've been through the pain. Don't let it go to waste. Jamal grew up invisible. No father. One pair of shoes. Laughed at for dreaming big. Teachers told him, stay realistic. He failed. Over and over. Slept in his car. Got robbed. But he kept going. 10 years later, they don't laugh anymore. They quote him. Because the kid no one believed in became the blueprint. Somewhere along this journey, you stopped chasing motivation and became it. You stopped asking, who will save me? And you became your own rescue. You became the one they point to when they say, I changed because of them. You are the one now. Not perfect, but powerful. This video isn't the end. It's your beginning. You've been built in fire. Now go light the world with it. Share this video with someone who's losing faith. Be the reason they keep going. And if you felt something shift today, hit subscribe. Because tomorrow, we go even harder.